upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today, we have a terrific clash in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense takes the field. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Picks up the first down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Groupers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parrish. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. We're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. There he goes. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Groupers. And they turn it into a defensive score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The option look. Now the pitch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front on top.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him in the open. There he goes to the left. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They get him down, top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. And the groupers are threatening in the red zone. They'll run the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. And you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it's still...
Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, CUSE. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the option. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hands it off on the counter. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here comes the heat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll ride his man on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. They'll move the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Touchdown, Syracuse. How about this back staying on track and getting it out on the option?
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Syracuse, 21 and 7.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long. There's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football. You can tell on that pass rush, man. They were coming.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, CUSE. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. 3rd down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Motion from the wideout. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right...
Touchdown, Syracuse. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Fresno State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
The Groupers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Here comes the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter in the field. They just didn't have it there.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the groupers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's in open space downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Syracuse will be forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The groupers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Goes to the option. Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, CUSE. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the pass.
Nice move. Create some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the groupers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the left side. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Syracuse has it in the red zone. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. final stanza. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
42 Spider.
A first down run in the red zone. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the option. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Power football with the run. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the groupers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The groupers line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to the toss. Looking for room at the 30. Turning it on! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
7.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. Here's the handoff. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hobbs. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Sheffield. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask